Well, Jimmy Lai is accused of collusion with foreign powers, apparently because he called for sanctions on Hong Kong officials in interviews and also on social media between July 1st and December 1st this year. Now, those dates are significant because the national security law, which came into force on June 30th last, is not retrospective or retroactive rather. So he was remanded refused bail, remanded in custody till April 16th next, just like he was in an unrelated fraud case last week. The police say they want more time to go through his tweets and also his interviews with foreign media over the last few months, and there have been many of those. Jimmy Lai is one of probably the most high-profile person to be charged under the national security law just now. He's the 72-year-old, is a self-made man, and is rare among Hong Kong tycoons in being a critic both of the Hong Kong and Chinese governments.
And Oliver, this crackdown on dissent is exactly what the city's pro-democracy activists were afraid of, isn't it, when they saw this national security law come into force in June?
Yeah, the pro-democrats in Hong Kong predicted this. They said that the national security law would be used just as China's national security law has been used on the mainland to stifle dissent. There was a particularly large roundup of human rights lawyers in China in 2015. Hong Kong pro-democracy activists have said that the same thing could happen in Hong Kong. And also, Jimmy Lai is clearly a symbolic figure for the Hong Kong government to target. He is particularly outspoken, and the sight of him today being escorted into court manacled has caused a lot of outrage among pan-democrats here in Hong Kong. They say that it is particularly shameful, and whatever argument the Hong Kong government and the Chinese government might say about him calling for sanctions, compromising national security, the 72-year-old has no history of violence, nor anyone in his circle. So it's particularly hard to say that he would have been a threat to anyone around him as he was marched into court. It is also significant that Jimmy Lai is being arraigned for things that he said, not things that he did. He does have quite a lot of links with foreign politicians, particularly in the United States. But what he is actually is charged for is more or less speech acts. So this is more or less a crackdown on freedom of speech, and will have yet another chilling effect on that particular right, which has been held dear for a long time by Hong Kongers.